All right, what's good, everybody? So, Tuesday, July 25th, another green day, second green day in a row. Today was interesting. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to take a trade today after kind of all day. So, let me get it started with. So, we're up 47 on the day. And I'll explain why. I guess there was only one entry I was looking at, but I had two trades. So, I'll get into that in just a minute. So, yeah, we've been just kind of like pushing up all day, slowly. So, no entries in the morning. There was a little inverse head and shoulders right here, which, I was kind of had my eyes on the chart at this time because it was around 9 o'clock. I think on Mountain Standard Time, but it was like 12 o'clock on the East Coast, so it was kind of the time where we're chopping and there's not a lot of moves, so I kind of walked away for a little bit. But I still had my eyes on the chart, so I didn't notice this at the time. But honestly, looking back on it, because I didn't notice it until like right up here, so a little bit after, I probably wouldn't have taken this move. But honestly, it was a good move up, nonetheless. But let's get into the trade I actually took. So, end of day, it was about 11:12 when I took it. So, honestly, the same time as yesterday. I think yesterday we entered in at 11:13 yesterday. So yeah, left shoulder right here. This one, inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And this one was quick. It's from like 10:48 to 11:11. So, it was a 23-minute inverse head and shoulders. So, it was a quick one. And it was kind of small, which kind of plays into why I had two trades. It was small, so I was kind of hesitant on it. And I had a nice close though, but let's get into this. So, entered in 11:12, and I didn't have a buy order just because I was still kind of hesitant on it. I was still kind of deciding if I was going to take the trade or not. But let me pull the screenshot of Bookmap at the time. So 11:12. It's like right here. So I entered in right here, but there was still some selling liquidity like right here at like 46.01, or I guess that's like 4650, and then 46.01. There was some selling liquidity, which made me kind of hesitant on buying in. And so, but honestly, I ended up buying it anyways, inverse head and shoulders. And I had my stop like at the time it was like right here, so it was like right at the bottom tick for 3 points. So yeah, I bought in, and honestly it rejected right up here off this level, came down a little bit. So I closed my position for break even. Like, I just closed my position, and then it came up a little bit and it pushed up above it. So I just bought in just because we broke the high. And let me pull up SPY because it'll be easier to see. So we broke the high. So I was like, all right, fuck it, let me get in again. So I was kind of playing with my emotions a little bit, which honestly I haven't been having too much trouble with my emotions. I've been keeping it in check. But honestly, it broke above the high and kind of broke above the selling pressure or the selling liquidity. So bought in again, and then you see it came down to my original entry point. So I was red about like a point and a half. But then it came back up, and once it came down, in my head I was thinking, wow, okay. So I bought in again, and now I'm red. So that's what I was thinking like at this time. So I was like, okay, like if this comes back green, I'm gonna close my position. But I was like, okay, honestly, it broke the high, so it came back up, and I was back green, and I exited 3 contracts, as you can see right here, because I was in with 5 contracts. So I sold 3 once, about like a half a point in profit, because with these 2 trades, even with the fees, I was down $24. With just fees, it was $24. So I mean, after the break even, I was down about 12, and then after this one, I was up about like $3, I think. So I was like, okay. So I still had two contracts on, and I mean, we pushed up above, and my original 6 point take profit, if I would have kept this first trade in, it was 46.07, so it would have been right here. We would have reached the 6 points if we kept the first trade, but we still had the two contracts, so it was pushing up above. And so let me show the actual live book map right now. I mean, so this is on YouTube. If y'all want to go watch it, there's a little plug. So it came up above. I actually sold at a good time. So I mean, you see some more selling liquidity right up here. I mean, I knew there was some selling liquidity at 46.08, and I actually had my actually, I'll show it on here. I had my take profit for the second trade for 6 points right at 46.08.25, so right where my cursor is at right now. But there was honestly, like, it pushed above, and there's some selling liquidity right below where my take profit was for my second trade, so like right here. So I was like, okay, it pushed above, and then obviously you can see I just sold. I think it was about like or 46.07, so 5.25 points profit is what I got on it. So on two contracts, and then so I made $47. So honestly, it was an iffy trade, but nonetheless it worked out, so I can't complain. And I think I managed it okay, because I mean, if you see, like, on Bookmap, there's a lot of selling liquidity right above where the head and shoulders was, or the inverse head and shoulders. So I mean, like, I bought in originally at the break, and there was some selling liquidity right above here, so I was kind of hesitant on it. But I mean, once we broke above that selling liquidity, that's when I bought in again, broke the high, and honestly, it went from there. So I think I played it pretty well, and we ended up green. So yeah, we're up 100 on this account, and this account's gonna end this end of the week, so we'll see what we're at the end of this week. But not a bad day, we're up. So yeah.